Hello and welcome to another Yakuza 3 100% trophy guide video. And in today's video we're going to talk about the Path of the Warrior trophy. And for this you need to talk to 4 masters and learn something from them. So the first master is in chapter 4 and it is Yonashiro. You catch him outside of Morning Glory, the orphanage where Kiryu's adopted all these kids pretty much, and he's looking after them. So to learn something you just have to talk to him, and then whatever challenge they give you, you just have to succeed. So you can choose this guy's Nunchaku challenge, you can choose his Tonfa challenge, whatever it may be. This boss is pretty awkward. You'll see this is my first run through on hard at chapter 4. Didn't have any moves. Wasn't very good in general, so it's pretty tricky. The guy moves pretty quick, he's pretty slick, he does some cool moves, get lucky with some of those, and you sneak behind him most of the time and you'll be right. He seems to be doing more damage here. I think if you try some of the other things to learn from him, maybe this one's the easy one, and then anything else after this, he's got ridiculous amounts of health and he's an absolute pain in the posterity to deal with. But anyway, he's one of the 4 masters. So you've got Yonashiro, you've got the next master, which I assume is right now, unless I show the next bit as well. Will he do it? Will he not? Are you really that strong? Absolutely. Guy's a beast, man. Took Kiryu's punches like a champ. There we go. So Yonashiro done. That is 1 out of the 4. And you've got Komaki. You've got the guy that looks like Albert Einstein. We'll see his name in a minute because I can't remember it off by heart. But this is in sort of chronological order of the time you'll meet them in the game. So you'll meet him in chapter 4. Learn from him. Fantastico. If it all goes well. That's it, he's gone hyper. Oh no. His afro's out. That's what you've learned. Take out your afro, boys. Take out that afro. And you will love a bit of life. Next one is Minamida. And he's the Albert Einstein looking man. So I think you meet him in chapter 6. I want to say chapter 6. And basically you can fight whichever illusionary thing he sets up, like a virtual fight against an enemy, a boss enemy. So you fight all the bosses again basically in virtual reality, and he charges you for the privilege. But Minamida is the second one technically, but I would recommend doing the virtual fights at the end of the game because you'll have more abilities, it'll be a lot easier, and it goes towards unlocking them on as well, which there will be a video about that. So Minamida is your 2nd out of 4 on the Path of the Warrior. So we'll fight a bit of Kiryu here, do a bit of commentary on the Kiryu fight. You can grab him, but you might not execute the grab. The Komaki parry, or the R1 and circle, I don't know if that is the Komaki parry, the reversal of sorts. The throw does a bit of damage, it's pretty good. The R1 circle is your best friend, as in pretty much every fight. There you go. Thing is as well, he will automatically attack. If you do a full combo, he automatically attacks. And that leads you to get the timing better for the R1 circle. I managed to get behind him there, which was really lucky. Sometimes he does do that little flick up with his wrist, and so do you. There's the tiger drop, you gotta love it. Does so much damage to these enemies, but this fight's all about aggression, speed, and getting those parries, and getting these tiger drops, and finishing him when you can. But yeah, I thought I'd leave this in there so you can see what a virtual fight looks like for now. You have to do all 7 for Mr. Ramon, but that counter is exactly what you need in this game. It's just it helps so much considering they have so much health in general. There we go with the random action time sequence. Bash the shit out of everyone. give him a good hammering. Does a severe amount of damage, this, actually. It's a really good move. But this is Kiryu overcoming his limits by beating himself. And that becomes blatantly obvious later on in the Amon fight, where the reason this training was involved was so Amon could steal Kiryu's data, basically, and learn from him, learn what moves he's going to use and all this and that. But obviously Kiryu just overcomes all, and it is the best, so we shall see. I would love to get such a dragon tattoo on my back, but I'm not sure when that'll happen. Probably need a job first, so here's hoping. Boom, you win. Easy fight if you do the counters perfectly. The next master is it's Mr. Komaki. So Mr. Komaki is one of the harder ones to learn from, because I'm gonna have to do a guide on getting Komaki's moves as well, because Tiger Drop is essential on this game. So that's another one that I reminded myself to do whilst doing this video. It's such a tricky fighter, he really is. And I didn't know how to do this Dragon King Essence finisher. It was really annoying. So what you actually have to do is do the Komaki parry, which is the R1 circle. So it is the Komaki parry, the R1 circle. Knee him in the gut, and then you have to slowly walk to the edge of him and then press triangle. You don't press triangle immediately or anything like that. But the way this guy moves is just preposterous. Like, if you have to fight him in the tournament. I don't think you have to, but I did, and I won by like the skin of my teeth. It was just painful. But the guy is just so annoying to fight. It's trying to counter him that's the issue here, because he's just moving all over the show. You don't know when he's going to strike. Try and bait him into a strike and it doesn't work. But Komaki is the third of the masters that you need to learn a move from. And still can't counter him. Come on, this is embarrassing now. Finish the game. Here we go. You coming at me? Look how fast he moves though. Really strange. But he's not aggressive, that's the issue. He's not aggressive. He's only aggressive when you're aggressive to him. Then he starts doing crazy movement like that, which is really annoying. But at least you get to see the Dragon King Essence at some point here. Look at him, he's taking half my health off. I haven't even touched him, and he's on like minimal health. There you go. And then bam. See that? Slow little walk to the side. Bam. Down he goes. You need your full bar for that. Your full heat action bar. But Komaki was the third. Hopefully never have to fight him again. He's a pain in the posterior. As with many of the people on this game. But then you move on to the fourth master, who is, unironically, Mack from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. No, it's Mack, the random guy that decides to run away and teach you about running away. But what an essential part of this actually is, if you learn all the techniques from Mack, you make legendary like 1,000,000 times easier. So do that in your first playthrough. If you're watching this before your legendary playthrough, please do that in your first playthrough, because it'll transfer over to your second playthrough, and it helps a lot. I did it without any of the upgraded abilities, so it didn't go particularly well in general. In generale. But yeah, Mack's the last one. So once you've done all 4 of these, this bit is just literally a talking sequence. So you don't actually have to do anything, I don't think. Even if you fail it, I'm pretty sure he gives you the achievement either way. So let's have a look. He runs. All you have to do is catch him around that area. And that's that. It's a cool idea. I don't mind the running sequences that much. I just minded it on legendary, because it reset you miles away and you had to do like loads of fights just to get back to that point. It was an issue. But that is the Path of the Warrior. So thank you very much for watching. Peace out. I'll see you next time.